All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining us as we do every Monday and Thursday. We bring in my brother Fitzgerald. We bring him on, brother Fitzgerald Stephens.
Hello,
Uh,
everyone.
brother Fitzgerald, thank you so much for joining. Uh, Real quick, I leave for Senegal on Saturday. So on Saturday, I leave for Senegal. Just to let you guys know, but we're still going to be rolling. We're still going to be rolling.
Okay,
Even in
have a
Senegal.
great trip.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, we're still rolling.
How long are you
But
going to be there?
I'll be there I arrive on the 13th, and I come back. I get back in America, I think on the 24th or 25th, something like that.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, you guys, and that's why it's important to find a vehicle where you guys can earn money as you travel. So, and obviously we'll get into Care bars because I think that's one of the opportunities, or it's one of the vehicles that you can use and leverage to earn a residual income as you travel. Because Georgia Power doesn't care where you're at on this planet, or AT&T, or T-Mobile, or Comcast, or the water department, who I need to pay before I leave. They can care less. They can care less where you are at on this planet, or what issues you have, or you're hurt, you're sick, you got a runny nose, you and your old lady got into it, and y'all not getting along, they could care less. Your landlord as well. The bank who you're paying a mortgage through, they could care less as well. They still want their money. So
Absolutely.
with that being said, shout out to Prince Jay Spites, everybody who's in the chat room. So with that being said, once again, they could care less what's going on in your life, or where you're at, or where you're traveling to. They still want to be paid. So thought I'd just put that out there. But today's topic, I was reflecting last night on some of the excuses or reasons I was given post interview when I went to go interview for opportunities on why I didn't get the job. And they kind of stuck out because I'm like, in regards to how petty these reasons were, and just the simple fact that people could use petty reasons to not employ you. And for many, when these reasons are, these excuses that are given to not employ you can be, it could be a matter of, I don't want to say life or death, but definitely feast or famine. Um, Obviously. And I just want to share this with people because, when you're on the job market and you're interviewing, you could go into an interview in your eyes, in your head, you think you're well prepared. You read up on a company, you handle all the objections. You think you have a good interview, but they might not like the color suit you have on. I'll give you a prime example. The company I worked for previously, there was one of the execs that said if someone came into his interview and they had on a gray suit, they were already, they're pretty much wasting their time. So you come in there with the cleanest green, the cleanest gray polo, Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, Brooks Brothers suit on, but since it's not black or blue, you're already disqualified. And I was just looking at the guy. It doesn't matter how well you interview. You just the simple fact you had on the gray suit, you're done. So when you're counting on somebody who's controlling, for the most part, this person's controlling your destiny, and he's telling you, or he doesn't tell you that. They give you some other BS reason on why they didn't hire you. But for the most part, you didn't get the job because you had on a gray suit versus a black or blue suit, no matter how great you interviewed. And I'm pretty sure the person that didn't get the job got the phone call and they probably told him we're just going to go in a different direction or something stupid, and you're thinking to yourself, like, what did I do? What was the issue? And sometimes, guys, it's something as petty as that. So for me, I remember first off, when I graduated from college, right? I graduated from University of Georgia. A frat brother of mine told me I need to look into sales. So there was a individual who was connected to our football organization, our to the football team, to the athletic program, who was a manager for a pharmaceutical sales company. So I remember, I reached out to him. I go interview with him, and he keeps telling me, "Dennis, man, we love you. You interviewed great. I mean, you did a great, awesome job, but you just don't have the sales experience." Which I get it. I understand. Coming into a sales position without, even though the pharmaceutical sales, all you're doing is taking orders and dropping off pills for the most part. But anyway, coming into a sales job, I understand you got to have sales experience. But then at that time, I was personal training at a gym called the Omni. And I remember all of these girls would come in, white women will come in, white girls will come in fresh out of college. And I would ask them, what do you do for a living? Oh, I do pharmaceutical sales. And I'm just like, well, hold on. I was told I didn't have any sales experience. I was like, well, hold on. I was told I didn't have any sales experience. That's what I was told. But you're coming into the role without any sales experience, and you got the job. So I remember that. Of course, I told you about the suit situation. That wasn't me, but I was just giving an example on how sometimes you go home, you go to an interview, you think you had an awesome interview, then you get the call that you didn't get the job, and you don't understand why. And I'm trying to tell you guys, like, you don't understand how petty some of these employers are when it comes to the hiring process. And what makes it even more just upsetting that the person they chose over you, 9 out of 10 times, won't even make it a year in the company, if even that. So I know a lot of people sometimes are frustrated, but I'm just telling you, it's really, again, this hiring process, depending the personality that you get in front of, I mean, they can really be just petty. And it just sucks that sometimes you have to go out and these people are, controlling your destiny. And it's unfortunate. I mean, there was another time, well, I went and I interviewed for a job, and the guy told me, after the interview, hey, Dennis, you did a great job. It was, you did awesome. They told me I looked too young. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm 28. I mean, you knew that before I came into the interview, They told me I looked too young. They said I was too young, and that, the people that they do business with, they're older CEOs and they want to do business with older people. And I'm like, well, I mean, I was 28 before I came into the job for the interview. So you had that. Another time I was in an interview, guy told me, so we were talking about the position and the role. And he said, well, Dennis, we're looking to expand in Atlanta. I said, oh, really? Well, I'm looking to relocate to Atlanta. He's like, okay. Well, yeah, that's something that definitely we could discuss because we're looking to expand in Atlanta and, grow that market. And, we need a guy like you. So I get a phone call. I didn't get the job. And the recruiter told me that the reason why I didn't get the job was because I was too excited about the possibilities of relocating to Atlanta, when it was the employer who was the one that brought it up. But come to find out, so 2 years later, I get a phone call from the same recruiter. And he's like, yeah, Dennis, I just think, you're just an awesome guy, Dennis. I mean, you're an awesome guy, man. You're talented, man. You know what? That last position didn't work out because they saw your modeling pictures online, man. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that 2 years ago? 2 years ago, the excuse was I was too excited about Atlanta. When Atlanta, I didn't bring up Atlanta. It was the person who was interviewing who was interviewing me. Then another time, I go through the interview process, and one of the person that I was at the last interview, he asked about my he asked about my he asked about my children's books. And I just told him, yeah, I write children's books. And he was like, yeah, it's like you're really, you go to Africa, you write the children's books, and they look like they're really targeted towards the African American community. They really, I swear to God, Fitzgerald, I'm not lying.
I
He's
know
like,
you know.
no, they're really targeted towards the African American community, buddy. I mean, yeah, you must be real passionate about your community, man. I told him, yeah. The books are written to uplift Black children. Obviously, I didn't get that job either. So, again, people is sometimes you have to understand. I want people to understand it's not you, it's them. A lot of times, because again, the people that they hire, I worked in corporate America. Fitzgerald, he's obviously had more experience than me. I promise you, 9 out of 10 times, the people that they choose over you suck and usually don't perform or don't even stay with the company for more than a year. And it's just unfortunate. But I just wanted to share those stories with you because you need something. You need to be finding other ways of income, other opportunities, other ways to generate an income. Because again, if you get around employers like this and you're going to allow them to control your income, you're in trouble. And then I always tell this story where I got the job. They literally told me to come into the office so I could, fill out my paperwork. Halfway there, I get a phone call. Oh, Donnie, I forgot to tell you, you didn't pass the Wonderlic test. So, again, this is why, just with experience, is all you have to have additional sources of income. If you work in corporate America, great. But you have to have, or even if you're pursuing corporate America, that's fine. But you have to have additional sources of income outside of corporate America because these are the type of personalities you're dealing with. Go ahead, Fitzgerald.
Man, you guys often heard me talk about that software job that I had called Thrive. Mm-hmm. And man, I remember one time we had this regional manager, more vice president, Cat from New York. If he was listening to this, he'll know exactly what I was, who I'm talking about. So great boss. I had a great boss, not him, but the guy worked up under him that I worked up under. He comes in town, Buffalo, and takes the team out, but doing a little bonding with the team. Great. And then everything went well. So we go to a bar. Well, I don't drink, and so everybody's getting their drink on. And he said what you want? I said to the bartender, give me a chocolate milk. And that's literally what I said. So they start looking at me and laughing. I said, no, I don't drink. I'll just take the chocolate milk. And okay, so we wound up selling for cranberry juice. And so my direct supervisor calls me the next day. Man, this guy was mad. I ain't going to call his name. This guy was mad because he didn't think you fit in. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He's going to go tell it. He's going to tell you that because this is my personality. Why don't he just call me? I'll be happy to tell them. I meant nothing by it. I was like, no, you didn't seem like you was too excited to be there, man. I said, dude, I got up and left. It was like 10:30 at night. I was tired. I wanted to go. And then I caught myself because I realized, okay, well, let me go ahead and offer my homage to this man. So he wouldn't even pick up the phone and, wouldn't do anything. So right then, I just decided not to even deal with him. Luckily, he was out of state and everything. Now, what am I saying? Didn't have anything to do. Hey, Fitzgerald, what can we do to increase your sales or to give you more help? Nah, I didn't have nothing to do with that. Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. Man, not only that, but if you don't understand what this man had just said, and I hope to God there's some young cat out there listening or feline out there listening, that y'all just coming out of school. You know what? I have taught young adults. It's just as important to know your boss as it is to know your job. These little quirks that they have and everything. But if you don't know what this conversation, this man is saying right here with Prince Amir, you will actually walk around with a complex thinking you're unhireable, thinking you don't fit in. It'll start shaking your confidence. You'll think all kinds of things is wrong with you when you're just perfectly fine. But you dealing with a very foolish individual, a child. You're dealing with a child that literally has the power over your career. And some people just get joy out of that, to taking their frustrations out on you. Meanwhile, I'm of the personality type. I never did fit well into that. Like do say, we're fine and respectful, but I'm not going to let you humiliate and demean me. I'm going to call you out. I don't care what title you have or who your mama called you. So I don't fit in. Maybe that's not when. That I was told by a black woman boss one time that I looked like I had a problem with working with women. I looked at her like, what? I said, hell, my first boss was my mother. What are you talking about? Yeah, it looked like you just have a problem working with women.
Oh God! Let me ask you: was she HR or was she like at the office assistant?
She was in Atlanta, man. We was at a rental company, So I know her name, but like I know the number of atoms in my body. I mean, it was just so petty. But throughout my career, I've been going through that, and and I didn't figure out how important that was, man. I did not figure out what you were sitting up here saying till I was like in my 40s. Because I thought it was me. I thought, like, why can't I get hired? And, to start rocking my confidence. And, I was afraid to make a mistake and doing all that. And because you keep your head down and you don't really try to voice your level of ambition. It wasn't me at all. It was a lot of nuances of people I was working under and serving, and because of their insecurities. They just feel like just because they can take it out on you. You guys remember what I told the term I used last week called selective crazy? How they all of a sudden when they're dealing with someone under them, they just can't help themselves. They just had a bad day. They just got to let you know. They just got to take it out on you. But then it comes to their direct supervisor and their boss and everything. Oh, they can control themselves quite well. So, like I said, I call that selective crazy. In other words, if you can do that with the person you report to, you can do that with me. So as I stated last week, I was born to be an entrepreneur because after a while, you are going to really, really get tired of those nuances. I'm not talking about you people who work hard and you just won't work hard.
Sorry to interrupt you, bro. I'm surprised. I don't understand how people can put up. It's an echo. 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's a real bad echo. Is it open up on your end? No, it's fine now. Fitzgerald, I don't understand how people like yourself could tolerate that. I mean, because I know people who've been in corporate America who've been tolerating this until retirement.
Because they don't feel like they have another way. They're either that you need a livelihood. You got to have a livelihood. And yes, some of the things you got to be able to take. You can't be so thin-skinned that everything bothers you. You can't be like, but if you're not an entrepreneur at heart, and you don't know how to grab a hold of an opportunity like a carrot bars, or you don't got the ability to think that you can go out there and build an income, and you are other people dependent upon your livelihood, man, you're going to take it all day long, and you're going to teach your children how to take it. You're going to, but every time you do that, you give a little bit of your dignity. Here's a news flash for you guys out there listening. Never say you're sorry for something you don't cause. Never apologize and say, I'm sorry, for something you don't cause. Never use the word, I beg your pardon. Don't do that. Because every time you start doing that, especially when you do the first one, like I apologize. And I think apologize for what? I didn't cause the issue. I'll say, hey, I empathize with you. No, let's see what we can do to make this another way. I don't do no apologizing for things I didn't cause. Because you know what? You start giving a little bit of your dignity, and pretty soon you won't have any more. You just give it away by bites. I apologize for this. I apologize you acting like a fool. I apologize, that you're acting like a child. I apologize. Oh, it's my fault. I apologize. You had a bad day. Hell, I ain't causing you a bad day. And and so these just certain words you use because you can't give away your dignity. And you start giving that a little bit too long, you just start thinking like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Life doesn't happen to you. You got to happen to life. You gotta decide what you want, and you gotta put the plans and the action in motion in order to get it. Or other words, you don't think like that. You'll think, well, I guess I wasn't the one for the job. Yeah, they did say I didn't fit in. You know what? Maybe I am a little bold and ambitious. But maybe I just ought to settle for just like this income bracket. You know what? Maybe going to Africa, maybe that's a bad thing. You know what? Maybe they want to make $1 million residual income a month. Maybe I'm just too high. Meanwhile, several thousands of people around the world are doing just that. You can do anything that you set your mind to, but what you don't do, you don't surrender your dignity to someone. You don't allow someone to take that.
I gotta write that down.
You don't surrender your dignity to someone. You don't do that, because once you do, they'll want more and more and more of that. That's the language. That's the posture of a slave. It really is. And so you don't do that. Like and one thing that same boss did say to me, he said something, and we was talking about a baseball stat. I'm a real big baseball fan. And he was talking about the Mets, and I made a call, and then he said, no, it's like that. I said, no, that's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. He looked at the other people, and he said, yeah, I like Fitzgerald. He stuck to his guts. He stuck to his position. Well, I wasn't doing it to depress him. I was doing that just the way I am, because you'll notice when you start entering to this realm where you're not surrendering your dignity, people treat you with honor. They'll talk to you. You will hear little things like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to use profanity in your presence. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to use that filthy jokes. But the other people who they think they can get away with that, they'll start doing all those little nuances. For example, my name is Fitzgerald Stephens, not Fitz, not Fritz Willie, not like that, because you let someone play with your name, you let them play with your dignity. So I'll correct you, but you ain't, hey, Fitz, I'm not, no, man, I'm 55 years old. My name is Fitzgerald Stephens. And you can't get that right. Let's just go with sir. But you can't do that. How I look calling you, hey, Daddy. Hey, DN, what's going on? Because you're trying to create a professional image, and someone else is looking at you. Just because one supervisor is treating you, foul and disrespectful, there are other supervisors over there who probably want you on their team. They're looking how you handle stuff. They're looking at you got the ability to stand up for yourself. I'm not talking about turning tables over, but I'm talking about standing up for you, standing up for your dignity. And you're going to find, once men and women you're able to do that, a lot more doors are going to open for you. And another thing in that realm, you can't be afraid of losing a job. You got to have enough respect about yourself and dignity about yourself to believe, okay, if they don't fit me here, want me here, I can go find someone else. Someone wants my skill set. So because if you're afraid, man, they'll treat you any kind of way. Believe me, I've seen it happen. I've seen people get their self-esteem beat down through the floor. And they took it because, and then I say something to them like, wow, they had the person that, they didn't have to talk to you like that. You're a beautiful human being. They didn't have to, yeah, Fitzgerald, I need a job. Some of the worst things that'll keep you bothered in. I need a job. Needing a job doesn't mean that you just take anything. That doesn't mean that. You can never surrender your dignity. So I feel strongly about that dynamic because I lived through it. Everything you guys hear me talk about on these streams, I lived through it. That's why I can talk with it so passionate, because I lived through it. And I know when people think that you got to have your job and your livelihood, you gotta, they can do anything. Perfect case in point. Like I said, my resume is still out there. I still look for other streams of income, even though I'm doing well with carrot bars. That's just one. I'm looking for another one. So I just happened to get this call from an insurance company yesterday, and the lady talked to me, and I went in there and I said, sure. The owner thinks enough to give me a call. I think enough at least to hear what he has to say before I say no. I really believe in that principle. So I get in there, and Puerto Rican gentleman. we get to talking, and he asked about what I was doing. I said, okay, I've been about sales about 20 years and, insurance agent, software agent. And, he said, well, tell me about how you get out and do insurance. I said, man, you got to get out there and hit the streets. You got to be a hunter. He looked at me and he said, man, you're from the old school, but tell me, why didn't you put the evenings on there? You work in evenings. I said, hell, I was just filling you out. I was just seeing about what I literally told her that, Diane. So I said, hell, I just really seeing what you was about. If I decide I want to work for it. Now that's not an arrogant statement, but see, I put so many options in my place. I don't gotta just jump in and get me and hire me. And then there was this other guy that came in, Diane. The directions they gave us, the directions that the company gave us, sent us to a trailer park. They literally sent us to a trailer park, because the directions are wrong, and they didn't clarify that. So this guy walks in. And he's like, tell Mr. Diaz, I'm so sorry for being late. I'm so sorry for being late. I apologize for being late. After I got out of the interview, I didn't say anything to him. I didn't give him a reason why I was late and stuff like that. I didn't do that. I just said hello, respected the man, even when he got done with me and offered me a job on the spot. But that same guy who's came after me, Diaz, he's falling behind Mr. Diaz like a little puppy. This Diaz is 47 years old, but he's falling behind like a little puppy. I'm sorry, Mr. Diaz, I'm being late. I'm sorry being late. I'm sorry. What kind of confidence you think he's giving that man? He's giving his manhood away right there. He's showing weakness. So when he goes back in there,
I'm not gonna lie, I've been there, Fitzgerald.
Yeah, you've been there because you didn't know better.
Right.
You know better. The experience I'm talking now, man. I'm talking from a much more mature, improved Fitzgerald. I did it when I was that man's age. I was doing the same thing because I didn't know better. But you know what? Some people actually feed off of that. They just like you to seem to pay homage to them. And I've learned so much about the job world, man. So much about the job is having to deal with your direct supervisor, having to deal with their nuances, and having to deal with their thing, whether you call them petty or not. Because they really can control your career. Very little about the work performance. Very, very little about that. And you're right with the pharmaceuticals. Yeah, you're right, man. I'll try to get in that business too. I noticed all most of the salespeople, they were very attractive women. I had the experience back then, so you couldn't get that very attractive women, whether black, white, or Latina. And you didn't see many guys, especially many black men in it. Well, maybe I need to do something else. That's why I became an entrepreneur. That's why I was forced into entrepreneurship. I would have loved to have been like my brother. My brother's a corporate attorney. It makes very, very good influence. Makes a lot of money. My middle brother is a financial director. Makes very, very good money. But as far as like that, it didn't work out for me like that. Maybe if I would have got on like a UPS or got on something, I was able to get my checks. Maybe I'll be talking to you guys from a different mindset. Maybe I'll be there, but that didn't work out. I had to go out there and create, because you know what? I couldn't make it. With the income that they was paying me for a lot of times, and I was too ambitious to want to go up, and the opportunities never came to me. So I figure I'll just go out there and create them and give them to myself. That's why I became an entrepreneur. That's why I'm one right now. That's why I continue to do, what I do with Carrot Bars, because you know what? No one set my income. I can get along with myself. I'm not going to trip on me. And I can get along with other people, and I just want an opportunity, just like anyone else, to advance my family and the betterment for them. So in the betterment for other people's lives, because I get a real spiritual boost helping other people win. I really do. I mean, I like to see other people's win too. I mean, that's like a fuel to me. I just love to see that. I love to see other people happy, and rising and doing things like that. I'm in the perfect field that I can actually do that, because I'm Dynas and I must help you succeed in this world of Carrot Bars in order for us to succeed. So it's just an honor to work with people and to help them better their lives while at the same time bettering yours.
Real quick, for sure. Somebody in the chat room says we must continue to fight for these corporate jobs. What will be your response?
Man, yeah, create your own corporation. Create your own corporation. I had said a long time ago, and the older I get, the more I believe in it. I would have been, I was born in the '60s, so I was too little to understand what great men these guys were, with Malcolm Shabazz and Martin Luther King. I would have been more along the line of the Malcolm Shabazz mindset. I'm not interested in sitting at your lunch counter in your corporation, your school. I could care less. I'll go build my own. Okay, just leave me the heck alone. I don't need you. I'm not going to sit somewhere where I'm not wanted. I'm not going to be nowhere. That's my mindset. I'm not trying to integrate. I'm not trying to do any of those things. I'm not trying to force you to give me a room in your house. I'll just build mine. That's the way I think. So I would have been more the line of the Shabazz territory. Okay, we'll create our own. We'll do our own. I don't need your corporation. I don't need anything for you. I'll build mine. Just leave me alone. If you choose to patronize me, great. If I choose to patronize you, great. But I don't stay with no one I'm not wanted, and I don't spend my money where I'm not wanted. And I carry this philosophy this very day. I ain't trying to love everybody. I ain't trying to do business with everybody. And so that's the way I think. Forget this stuff trying to force someone who doesn't want you to hire you, to treat you fair, to treat you right. No, just the lead their system by voting with your checkbook and create something of your own and deal with those who have like-minded interests as you. That's exactly the way I would handle that.
Hopefully that answers your question, Black America. Also, too, if you guys want to call in, email is in the chat room. Send me an email, uhuru@searchforuhuru.com. Send me an email. I will send you the link, and you're more than welcome to come on and ask your question. Also, too, in the chat room is my Karatbars affiliate link. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I am going to call you personally, okay? And then I'm going to get you connected with Fitzgerald so we can get you up and running and put you in a position where you will be successful. Also, too, the link is in the description and it's on the screen as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the Karatbars opportunity, Fitzgerald.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna beat this again. Say far as what weight it is. Okay, before I open the words about Karatbars, let's just talk about you. Let's talk about you and your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you want? I mean, what do you want that economics can greatly help you get that? What is it you're going after? Maybe a higher education for your children, maybe financial and time freedom for yourself. Maybe you want to be able to fire that boss, maybe you want to be able to have additional revenue coming in the event that something happens to that job, or be it being you're self-employed, or whether you can't do but what you're doing, and what do you want? And so Karatbars is all it is a vehicle, but it's an extraordinary good vehicle because it fits a lot of things. It's very unique in this. It is free to join. The product is gold and gold-backed cryptocurrency. You have no minimums that you purchase, no maximum. Gold is money. As you acquire gold, you're increasing your wealth automatically. You're in 145 nations around the world. That you can just go ahead and help them set up their free gold savings account, and you benefit and profit far for that. Now, if you choose to build a global business like Diana Samir and I are doing, great. You can do that from the comfort of your home with a computer or a smartphone. You can get small percentages of accounts, by helping others, because once again, when they're increasing their wealth, they're working to increase in their family's wealth. They're not working to increase your wealth, but because you help them increase their wealth, Karatbar rewards you far as for that. So the concept is this, join for free, save a lot of gold and gold-backed cryptocurrency, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. It's really that simple. That's all we do. But I've been doing this about going on 5 years. It's created me. It's allowed me to create a nice little side income. That's soon going to dwarf all my income combined. It saved me to. We got paid today. Get paid today on a MasterCard, a debit card. And get paid in euros, which gives me a pay increase, from the Nigerian naira, the U.S. dollar, the South African rand, the Canadian dollar, the Japanese yen. I can take that right now, pay my car payment, which is what I'm going to do. Get haircuts, buy food, pay utilities and everything. It just gives me an option. Will I probably go ahead and take that insurance job after I get my license? Yeah. I mean, probably just go ahead and add another stream income to my Karatbar streams, and I got another job I'm going to be working on too. So, but it just gives me an option to I'm building something for my future. I'm building something that I can leave my family. I'm building something that's residual. I'm building something that's not only location friendly, but it's also time friendly. I work it when I want, how much I want, and it can put me in this. And by the choices I made in that, both Dinas and I, we're going to have some strong financial choices later on that we can just really do what we love to do. If it's traveling, we can do that, but we don't have to worry about money.
And for sure, real quick, I was going to say, try to lower your camera a little bit if possible. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Perfect. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So that's all this. All Karatbars is an opportunity. I know I say that often every week. All it is an opportunity. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. And we're not trying to work with everyone. And Dinas and I don't want to work with everyone. But I will tell you this, regardless if you do Karatbars or, what Dinas and I do, please put a second income or even a third income into your house that's not dependent upon you. Please make that about possible. That is the bedrock foundation of this whole stream when I come on with Dinas. Please put something in place that's residual, that money's going to keep coming in, and event that something happens to your income, and something happens to your health, where your family's not devastated, where you don't have to worry about a scramble, how you're going to take care of your household, how you're going to be taken care of. So please, make that a priority. The parts that do something that make that happen. But we think Karatbars is really cool because of all the benefits from it. It's free to join. Your website is free. The product is gold-backed cryptocurrency. You're in 145 countries. It's an e-commerce business. Debt-free company since 2011, based in Stuttgart, Germany, founded by Dr. Harold Seitz. So for the average person, if you want to go out there, you don't have to worry about mailing. You don't have to worry about taking money. You don't have to worry about invoicing. You don't have to worry about anything. Plus, you can realize all the tax benefits that a free position, that a home-based business gives you. So that's why it makes sense for us. If we're going to go out there and start a McDonald's, hey, I better have about $2 or $3 million cashier check, before I cook my first French fry. And isn't that the dream of American people, and people around the world, should I say? Not only to have the means to take care of their family and everything, but also to have their own business so they can call their own shots, as my grandfather, Arthur Stanford, would say. Call their own shots. That's what we're giving you an opportunity for. And Dinas, might I said, it is very, very true, because you're living it just like me, man. It's awfully nice when I could sit there like I did with Mr. Diaz, and and go into humble, and I can evaluate my situation. But it was awfully nice that I didn't have that hunger, like please give me a job. I really, really need it. Employers can smell that.
Yeah,
you can sense that, and they'll use that very technique, to lower what they're going to pay you.
Exactly.
Maybe about what they would have paid you like 80.
What they'll tell you is your salary is non-negotiable.
Yeah, but they like you because you're not getting the interview if they don't like you. Sometimes but they really like you when they talk to you, especially the first time in first impression. But if you come in there hungry, I'm not talking about you get hungry when you're in the position, but you're coming there hungry, like I really need it. I'll just take anything. I'm ready to start right now. That's a red flag to them. That's a red flag, and they would use that. Okay, well, where they would have paid you like maybe 80, they're like, okay, let's see what we can get. Well, let's see if we can play this cat down to 53. Mm-hmm. And then they'll go back and brag to the supervisor how they saved the money. You were slotted for 80, but because she was so hungry, it's a good thing to go in there and say, like, you know what? Let me think about that. Here's another one for you. Yeah, I got a couple other offers I'm entertaining. You may not have anything, but it's just a smart negotiating tactic. Yeah, like I got a couple of offers. I'm entertaining right now, but hey, I really, really like your vibe. Compliment them for that. So when can I expect to hear back from you? You say something like that, but you gotta learn these negotiating skills, because keep in mind, when you're sitting in front of someone, you're interviewing them just as strong as they're interviewing you.
True.
And I do the same thing with carrot bars. If I just don't sign up anybody, I just don't work with anybody. I don't. I'm looking for a particular set of a particular man and woman, and I know Dynasts is. If we're looking like, hey, do you got some ambition about you? Do you got some morals about you? Are you teachable? Are you coachable? We don't mind working with you, but we can't have that where Dynast and I've been in this company several years. You're just going to come in, you're going to tell us, yeah, man, hey, don't worry about that. I do this, man. Help, whatever. I don't need to do all that. I don't need to plug into the culture. I don't need to get the training. Or I can do all my stuff. You're going to be broke. You're gonna be broke. This man and I have made a lot of money in this thing, but we paid for it with a lot of years of experience. So if we're teaching you for free, on how to build wealth in a realm that we are becoming experts in, it would behoove you just to take a listen at. There's a gentleman on this line. I not on this line, but on the stream. I have such respect for him, Mr. Fabian Patterson. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, forgive me. I'm not going to. After I got done listening to Fabian, on here, I realized I didn't know real estate. I thought I did before I met him, but right on this stream right there, because he was actually telling me how, for example, like learn carpentry, learn electric, learn some of these things. I just thought, man, I just want to learn real estate. But if I didn't have a guy like that in my life, and I'm glad I do have him in my life, I didn't have a guy like that. Maybe I'm thinking about moving on this deal. What do you think? Oh, by the way, here's $60 for your consulting. I just expect your time. What do you think? Well, if I didn't listen to him, I might walk myself into a money pit. And so because he has a level of experience, I don't know. I was at Dynast Mir's home, about 2 Saturdays ago, and I want to create a channel. I want to create a YouTube channel, and I sat down to Dynast, show me how to do this. Not that, man, get out of my way. I got the camera. I'll show. He was asking me questions, and I really didn't know. I had to come up with things. But why would I not? But if I get ready to create a channel, why am I not going to use it?
Fitzgerald, I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off, but I have to respond to what Susan said. I'm so sorry, Fitzgerald.
No, it's okay.
All right. So corporate America only hires blacks to meet their quota. Once that's done, they kick you to the curb. Fitzgerald, let me tell you a story. So when I got hired at my current job, so the sales rep that was in that in my which will be my soon to be territory was a black guy. Like literally, I'm in the car with him. He gets a phone call as far as he's taking another position in the company. I got the job filling for him that very next day. And our joke is like I had to be the token Negro on the team. Like that was our joke. That was like our inside joke. It's funny because literally once he got hired, and I'm not mad. But once he moved to a different role, like literally, I got that same role the very and to be honest with you, that same day, like literally that same day, I got the role.
I would laugh at that, and I would 100% agree with that. Except, I've seen similar stuff like this happen to other race groups. Mm-hmm. I seen the office politics happen with other race groups. Mm-hmm. I've seen it. So I'm of the opinion it's just not exclusive to Black Americans. I'm just of it. I've seen it. I seen the games that are played, by of the same race on the I seen this. So man, don't put yourself in a position where you got to keep continuing living that. Okay, 1 or 2 times is fine. You bump into me or things like that, and you don't say excuse me. Okay, cool. But you're not going to keep doing that. Okay, but my point of when you keep getting walked off of jobs, when you keep getting passed up promotion, when you keep hearing like you wasn't the one, and we decided find help on the outside because you're not the good fit, and you done been that, and to add insult to injury, you have to train and teach the person who they decide to put over you. When you start getting tired of that, you're going to start looking at some other options like Dynast and I are doing. And to get back to my point, what Dynast has built a YouTube channel of roughly about 63,000 subscribers. I have 0. But I want to do so. Why in the world am I not going to humble myself and listen to him, and especially with my relationship I have with him? He's an expertise in that area, and find out what he does. That's all what Dynas and I help set people up in business. That's what we do, and we're very good at it. And we help you make money as far as what's setting you up in this particular business. We're very, very good at it. What do you have to lose? You create another income for us, or you and your family, that you can do. We've helped dozens of people, personally, dozens of people who have helped dozens, who are helping dozens. We've done that, and we've done it for free. We're good at what we do, and what do we do? We help you create another income stream for you and your family. We show you how to do it by way of e-commerce, by way of gold, which gold is money. And so and we don't charge you anything. The company's not going to charge you anything. And so it might be worth an opportunity, just to take a look before you say no to what you haven't looked at, if that's your position.
Let's see what else we have here in the chat room. Guys, once again, my Karatbars affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I'm going to call you personally, then I'm going to connect you with Fitzgerald, who's going to help you get up and running. We want to make sure you guys are successful once you join our team. Also, too, the link is on the screen. It will also be in the description. There is a question in the chat room. Also, hit that like button and subscribe. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe and also hit that like button. There's a question in the chat room. Can you take physical delivery of the gold, or can you have it stored?
You can do both. FedEx is going to physically deliver your gold to you. Or you can have up to 100 grams stored for free in your gold savings account in Stuttgart, Germany. When you get ready to order it, you just go ahead and order it. I like to order at least about 20 grams Dynas when I do it, because it costs the same amount of shipping, from Stuttgart with my gold for 1 gram it does with 20. So I just, I might ship some in my home today. But yes, I do keep some on my physical person, but which I like to have it in my hands. But it's good to have that free gold savings account.
Do you have a product in front of you? Mine is in my safe.
Yeah, let me pull mine out right here. We have the way Karatbar. This is what we're talking about right here. That's a gram of gold right in that center. That's a gram of gold. Has a lot of great security features. Now, our main products with Karatbars is 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 grams of gold. This is money. Gold is a store of wealth. Okay, so I hoard this. I'm waiting for it to go up. I mean, because traditionally that's exactly what gold is really doing. And so when we get ready to earn our commissions, we get paid off of on our commissions are uploaded in euros off our Karatbars MasterCard. That is spent in thousands upon thousands of terminals in the world. If I need to go get some fiat currency today, I just simply go down to Chase or Bank of America or any ATM, and then I put this in there and I withdraw the amount of money I want to take out. So but yeah, this created me the options of doing something. I decided to reactivate my insurance license. Well, I haven't really done anything, work-wise, really for anybody strongly since February this year. But I said, you know what? I was an insurance agent, and I want to go back in and do it. Now, why did I pick insurance? Because I believe in royalties, residuals, or dividends. When I finished talking with the man, he said, hey, you could receive lifetime warranties lifetime residuals after 3 years. That appealed to me very, very much. I did it before. I was a New York State insurance agent, so I know the power of insurance. I might also activate, acquire real estate license. But at this point in my life, I'm looking for royalty, residuals, and dividend, because there's going to be a time, I probably just, I probably just don't want to do any of that. But in the meantime, I still need my flexibility where I can come onto the stream and help talk to you guys. I can't do that if I'm sitting at a regular 9-to-5 job. I can't come on there and say, okay, hold on for a second. I need Monday and Thursdays. I got to have off because I got to meet with Prince Amir. We got to give a YouTube video. They ain't going to hear that. The insurance business will, because, I make my own hours. And that's the thing. That's the thing with Karatbar. See, one thing Karatbar's got Dynas and I really, really spoiled in that when you start having this thing called time freedom, when you don't have a boss For those of you who don't walk in this, you can have financial freedom. You can be making a good financial income, and I know many people, many of my family members, they have a very good financial income, but their time is limited. They got to be there to make that financial income. When you have this freedom that Dynass and I are talking about, that you see that like we can come on decide where we're going to make. After this, I'll probably be on the bike trail. I'll probably be right there on the bike trail. Tonight, I'll be in my martial arts class. I have that freedom. Once you start tasting that, and the longer you taste it, it then there becomes impossible to give up because your mind becomes so uncluttered. If I want to get up there and talk to some of the team members of Dynass and I can sit up there and call them and work and help their business like this, and I can make practically more money sometimes in an hour. Some people make it a whole week. And no, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying there is no business like this e-commerce business. And just ask Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, from Amazon. But with Dynass and I are just beginning to taste this just a little bit. Just taste what this freedom. You hear what this guy's talking about? Well, I'm going to synagogue. Dynass goes to synagogue in Africa, man. Like people, like sometimes people go, to the next state to visit their family. He goes several times a year. And now if I'm of the opinion, rather than me sitting up there saying that's nice, I'm probably going to pull Dynass Amir to the side. Man, how are you making this happen? He'll tell you. He don't mind telling you. He'll tell you, I created additional income streams, allowed me to have the time to do it. He could never have done this at his last job.
Oh, God, goodness, no.
He could never have done that. Man, they would have had him in subordination and fired and everything, all that kind of stuff. Because even if he had the comp time, they were like, well, you're going a little bit too much. We need you here. Probably got to be here to inspire the troops, brother, because they seen you the President's Club. You got to do all that stuff. But you know what? He's discovered who he is. He wants to do things with his life, his time. Man, I wish to God I would have discovered this like this man did. At his age, I was looking, but there was no vehicle like this. There was no vehicle not quite like this animal for me to do. So when you get that time freedom and you got that financial freedom to go along with it, and you can wake up to your body says get up, or to I'm ready. And I woke up today, like 8:30. Well, I went to bed close to 2:00 in the morning. I'm just a guy to stay up late like that. But man, if I would have had to get up 6, drive down the traffic, I-75 here, go down to Tampa, sit somewhere, in 8 hours a day and stuff like that, I probably would have been not as sharp as I am right now. Before I met with you guys, I was at the dojo today. Get my mind clear. Drink some hot tea. What am I saying? Because I have that time. Financial study coming in that gives me those options. Not to brag, but I want the exact same for you who want it. And that's really the holy grail right there. Carrot Bar is just a vehicle to help us get that. Now, if you got a YouTube blog or a YouTube channel, great. If you got an import-export business to do that, great. If you're selling flipping cars, great. Whatever you do, but make sure that's what you're pursuing. And make sure that's what you're pursuing and things like that. Because one day you may just get tired of what you're doing. You may just want to get up and go to synagogue, sometime without you having to be at a job somewhere and your income is dependent with you there. I can work my job. I can go to synagogue right now with Dynass and still talk to people and work my job as long as I got my smartphone, soon to be my K1 Impulse phone. The phone is coming out. I'm waiting up. Mine should be here any day, man. And then I want to love showing it on the screen and stuff like that. And then I can, a dual SIM card, so I can have several numbers in that same phone. Because when I probably have when I get that number Dynass, most everybody has my business line, my personal line, 716-573-6296. I've often given it out, but I'm gonna start rattling down some privacy for myself. Everybody got that number. So my other numbers, that's going to be like the bat line. When my mom and dad call me, my two younger brother, my younger sister, when they call me, you're going to be in that fine. I'm like, okay, I know to always ring that. This one is going to get to a time like maybe I could just, I need some break time for me. I really do. It's also, I'm getting calls literally all over the world with this Carrot Bar business, and I'm ecstatic to help you, and ecstatic to train you, ecstatic to help you as far as with yourself. But eventually, I'm going to start. When I keep working this thing, eventually it's going to get to a level. I'm going to start taking blocks of vacation. maybe 2 or 3 weeks and stuff like that. I want to get myself in a position right now where just say like right the heck now. What Dynas is saying, I'm going to be a synagogue. It's a synagogue, really? Man, can I go? So, okay, can I come? Okay, well, I don't need to drive Atlanta. I'll fly out of here to Tampa and I'll just meet you over there. Man, I just want to get away. I just need to get away, dog. I'm down in Florida, man. Sunshine and palm trees is good, but I want to see something different. And so those are the choices that we're working for, and those are the choices we're going to help you work for. Really, that's truly what we want for you. What we want for you, but you got to want it for you more than we want it for you. But once you put us in motion, I want it, we're going to help you get it.
Okay, African Sun, this is the problem with these businesses. You've been selling the dream for 45 minutes and not telling anybody how the sausage is made.
I take it to man. You know what? I'm gonna ignore you, Cat, because it's not a problem at all. We if you look back at some of the videos, we plenty much well talk about that. Okay, this is strictly for you. I'm talking strictly the heck to you, not anybody else. Carrot Bars is a company based out of Stuttgart, Germany, debt-free for 2011. It is the largest distributor of small gold increments in the world. Carrot Bars deals with gold. The product is gold-backed cryptocurrency. Carrot Bars allows you to operate an international business in 145 countries, which I said earlier, if you was listening. With 145 countries, free. The website is free. My teaching is free. It allows you to build up a mega residual income from all over the world. Carrot Bars will allow you to increase your wealth, and regardless of whether you're really, really working because your team is going to be working or whether or not, it allows you to leave an income that would be residual as far as for you and your family that you can pass on. It is an ever increasing, expanding company. Carrot Bars is a wealth company. Everything you put in there, everything you put in this ecosystem, you are acquiring assets that will help increase your wealth. So where you can come up here and talk like Dynas and I are doing. No, so I don't know what you meant by that comment. I really don't. And so I gave a little synopsis as far as what I was talking earlier and stated exactly what we were. Now, if you're assimilating, I'm trying to hide something, nothing can be further from the truth. Get some other videos that I came in, you can clearly see those are transparent.
Okay. Let's see here. Can you just purchase and invest in gold and crypto? Do you have to be a affiliate?
Absolutely. Great question. Why wouldn't you want to be affiliate? It's free. I mean, but let me give you an answer to your question. With Carrot Bars, you have to be an affiliate. You have to be an affiliate to that. So you want to go on the open source and open market, sure, you can just go ahead and buy it like that. But why wouldn't you want to have a free gold savings account up? As far as for you, and that you can benefit for us and help other people benefit, and then you benefit by helping other people benefit. So that's just a win-win situation in my mind.
See what else we have. So how can you create wealth with this opportunity, Fitzgerald?
Is that a question, or are you asking me that?
Yeah, that's a question in the chat room.
Okay. Okay. Let me go over it again. Okay. As you know, I'm about just, man, what I gotta say. I mean, God. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm getting benefit out. Maybe someone came on late. Okay. Let me be clear again. You create gold as you acquire gold. Gold is appreciating asset. Gold is money, but it's a particular kind of money. Your paper dollars, are not nearly what they were with the purchase of. They don't have the purchasing power they had 5 years ago that they do to have today. Gold's purchasing power is actually greater than what it was 5 years ago because it's an asset. It is going up in value. So as you exchange some of your declining paper dollars into gold as much as you want, your wealth is going to be growing because, once again, gold is an asset. The same thing with the gold-backed cryptocurrency. Now, the thing that we're really excited about is as we decide to help to present this other opportunity to people to allow them to increase their household wealth. We can get a small percentage of that by helping them do that, set their own gold savings account up. And you can do that in 145 countries around the world, also for free, working your business by way with a smartphone or a computer. So it really works. It really works like this. The primary thing you're asking people, hey, after if you're looking on the business side of it, are you interested in making more money? You keep your income option open. If they say yes, you say, awesome. I'm going to send you my business link. It takes about 30 minutes to watch. Then you send them what is called therealmoney.info, therealmoney.info. And then you follow up with them preferably that same day. And then you ask two questions or two questions alone. Did you watch the video? Yes. Do you see an opportunity for yourself? Yes. Okay, let's just go ahead and get your free account set up, because you have a free registration link that you can help people, that you can develop a network too. So when you do that, then the next thing after that, you say, okay, I'm going to call Mr. Fitzgerald. Okay, and so when you get that and you say, hey, Fitzgerald, Dynas, how you doing? Hey, I got Hank on the line. He just came part of the team. Then he puts his phone on mute, and I do the simple talking for him. And I help Hank. I set him up. I'm going to tell Hank, please give me a call on my personal cell phone number, 716-573-6296. I'm going to teach you exactly about the website. I'm going to teach you how to order. I'm going to teach you, exactly how to maneuver and get maximum benefit out of this business you have here. Then I'm going to tell Dynas, I'll take care of Hank. You just go ahead and until you learn how to do what I do, you just go ahead and repeat the process. That's really it. And then I plug into Wealth Builders. I'll send out the welcome letter. I'll plug into the Facebook Wealth Builders room, and I'll help answer your questions, because I'm a firm believer like this. Yeah, you can point someone to a video. You can point someone to a power call that we have Monday through Saturday. You can point it to a teaching video. But I'm real big hands-on. I like to be able to pick up the phone and hear a human voice to help guide me, especially when I'm dealing with my money. I just like to hear someone to talk to me to answer those nuance, and that's the support that I will provide for you, far as for free. I mean, and I've taken several questions, and I'm not that type of guy just get you on the phone and say, okay, go look at a video. I'll answer your questions. I'll point you in the right directions. But sometimes I've been talking to people, I average talking to people sometimes like an hour of my time, talking to people, literally training them, making sure they got it. And then I tell them they have the luxury of calling me back again. I really want you to help you win, and I really, really want to, but that's how you really do it. Carrot Bars is a wealth system. That's all. And that's why I've never had to ship a product to anyone in all my 5 years of doing it. I never had to send out invoices to people. I never had to take people's credit card information and do things like that. That's all privately to them. I never had to pay for marketing with credit card. That comes with your account. I never been charged a single dime from Wealth Builders training me and that's a system Ty and Valerie Best put together to help give you the training. I never charged Dynas anything, although through my work and not really bragging much like that, I've been able, that man and I've made a lot of money together, and we did it by working as a team. And so this is really what we do, so for the individuals that I'm talking in circles, well, you know what, I take responsibility for that if I didn't make myself clear, but I did say that prior to you making that comment. That's why I'm reacting the way I did. So, so it's all good, nothing but love, but I promise you, if that's what you want to do far as for yourself, you call me direct, man, I'm going to help you. And Dynas is going to help you. We are going to help you. Why? Because our success is wrapped up in your success.
Right. So guys, the link is in the chat room. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. You'll receive a phone call from me personally, and then I'll connect you to Fitzgerald, who will help you, who will help get you up and rolling, me as well. Link is also on the screen and also in the description. How much is one Carrot Bar worth, and can you trade them in anytime you want?
It all depends on, yes. Let me answer the second question first. Yes, you can trade those in anytime you want. It's your money. How much is it worth? All depends on what you're buying. How much you decide to buy. You could find the spot prices about gold on the internet. So it all depends on what you're trying to do. See, that's a very, very good question. Let me thank you for bringing that point up. That's why it's so important to me and Dynas Amir to build our global networking team, because we don't want to touch our gold. That gold is probably, in Dynas's case, is probably going to go to his son. I would think as far as, for that leads gives him a good inheritance. Well, how do we live? You remember that MasterCard I showed you guys out? That's loaded up with euros. So that's how I live. I don't want to spend my gold, or even I don't even want to touch my gold back cryptocurrency now because it's currently at 14 cents. I bought it for Don Hassan. I bought the stuff when it's less than half a penny. What happens when that stuff goes up to, uh, you know, 44 dollars, $100 something. What happens that, we're going to be sitting on a very, very nice income for us, for ourselves. And, we believe that's going to happen, but you need to be patient before that happens. I mean, Bitcoin did not get to the place, and Ethereum didn't get to the place, and Litecoin didn't get to the place overnight. It took some time before that really got accepted in the mainstream, and they're using now, man. Now for people who could have touched Bitcoin probably one time, 5 cents, 10 cents, 14 cents, the average person can't touch it at $8,000 something per coin. So this is what we're looking. We're looking to invest in us and ourselves. I like the fact that the money, it is money. I like the fact that the money is actually in our possession, not in a bank, not anything. So if anything happens like that, I literally have gold in my hands, and that's a pretty powerful concept. The bank, according to what I understand about the United States FDIC Corporation, no matter how much money you have in the bank, they only share up to 250,000. So if you have more than that, and there happen to be a run on the bank, or that you lose all that, oh well, I mean, you don't have it, I mean. And so these are very, very serious times, and I do believe with everything in me that there is an economic storm coming, not only in the United States but in the world. And so my job is to prepare for it. Where my family ain't trying to figure out what we're going to do, whether you start shifting in lands, waters, ammunition, whatever you need to do, generators. But you know what? And then you're going to have something, be to trade for goods and services. So we think very few things are better than gold to do that.
Let's see here. How much is the blockchain phone?
Okay. I believe we have a couple packages. One could, I think, like 1,400 euros. A Dynasty. You can pull that. You can pull up your site and see that. I'm going out in memories. You can get another one for like 2,000 plus euros. Another one for 3,000 plus euros. Another for 5,000 plus euros. Now, why am I escalating the price? Because they have different benefits tied to different price points. Some of them actually comes with, you can actually receive what's called a VIP package, like Dynas and I, where you get the top line package, and that puts another stream of income, plus you get the phone. Now let me explain the types of packages as far as for that. Now, yes, you're joining for the free position. It's free, as far as like that. You're building a global network. That's also free. But Karatbars also has another thing called a dual team system, dual team payout system. That allows us to receive extra money and extra payouts by participating in that. So with the 4 package levels, you have a VIP like Dynas and I. That's about 3,000 euros, and it's in euros because Karatbars is a German company. It's a European company. That's why it's in euros. Then you have a bronze package, which is about 1,700 euros, and then you have a silver package, which is about 700 euros. And then you have a bronze package, which is about 150 euros or $180 to start a multi-million-dollar business, literally. Okay, so what's the difference? So as a bronze, as a VIP package holder with Dynas and I, that entitles us to obtain units. Okay. And any package that you have entitles to obtain units. In the world of Karatbars, units is equated with money. And so every time someone would, as you as a package holder, every time someone in your organization would purchase a business package, a crypto phone, the crypto computer that they have, profit packages, any other the several products that we have in the Karatbar ecosystem, and soon to be adding more, there's a unit value attached to that. Now, in the world of Karatbars, you have 2 teams, and only 2 teams. Whether you be like Shirlane Gober, who has close to 600,000 affiliates in her organization. She brought Karatbars to North America. whether it be Tammy Morrison, who has like 4,000, whether it be Ty Best, who has 100,000 plus, whether it be my sponsor, Michael Delco, has close to 80,000, whether it be me, who has over 5,400 global affiliates in the organization. There are only two teams. And so when you create enough units, or a unit is tied to it's assigned depending on the product you buy. When you get 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to get what's called a dual team payout. So as VIP, Dynas and I, every time that happens, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, Dynas and I get 80 euros like clockwork. Anywhere that happens, whether those euros are coming in through Ethiopia, South Africa, Indonesia, Singapore, it doesn't make a difference, because some people are out there looking. Just cause you're not, they don't necessarily, they're not looking, and they're not working avidly for their future. Okay, so you got a gold, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side. You're going to get a dual team payout of 60 euros, and you got a silver package, 25 euros on 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side. You're going to get a dual team payout of 50 euros. If you got a bronze, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to get a dual team payout of 40 euros. My sponsor, Michael Delco, the gentleman, who introduced me to it, we've been personal friends for 22 years, and he just gave me a call, just like it presented this, just like Dynas is presented to you, because I was looking. You know what? He left a 6-figure mortgage banking job in the Southeast off the equivalent of a bronze business package, and he did it in 103 days. This is fact, and that was about 5 years ago, and the man still don't punch a clock. And doing it extraordinary well, with him and his wife Monisha Delco. They just started out just like us. We heard about it. Everyone registers a free account, sign up for free, and then he started calling people. Well, you can do the exact same thing or exceed what Michael did, but Michael called about 300 people in 1 month. And many people got involved with him. Also, with the business package, as you have a business package, you get 10% of anyone who has a package. As me as a VIP and Dynas as a VIP, if we was to sign up a bronze business package holder, we're going to get 10% of that. Or that bronze was to sign up us as VIPs, he's going to get 10% of that. So he signs us up. We're, as VIPs, all of a sudden 300 euros shows up in his account, plus he gets the units. We have packages go up to €1 million. So we have something for everyone. And it's ever expanding. Pretty soon this thing takes on a life of its own, and you're getting payouts that you don't even know where they're coming from. Dynas and I have experienced that. You just don't even know where it come from, because as people get excited about this, the opportunity that it gives them, whether they choose to, to really go out there and work or not. When you got thousands of people really working, and trying to improve their lives and stuff like that, they just happen to be on your team. Naturally, you're going to benefit far from it. And don't get it. I think in North America, although we have problems here, no doubt about it. I think it's a little easier for us. I know some of the other countries I hear about, what's happening over in Africa, what's happening over some continents, some countries in Asia. They don't have it like us. They don't have all these social programs, these bailout programs that help the unemployment thing like that. So they when they see an opportunity like this, that they can get out there and create something for their house, and they can lead to their wives and their children and stuff, and they see this opportunity, man, they're all over it. That's what the growth international, it way exceeds the growth in the United States. It way exceeds that, because people are hungry. People just want to do something. It's free. The product is gold. And that's another thing I really dig about this. No matter where you go, no matter if I go down to Mozambique, if all the way up to Egypt, all the way from North to South Africa, if I go over to Italy, if I go to Singapore, if I go to Canada, if I go to Mongolia, if I go to China, if I go to India, if I go to Pakistan, I go to Argentina, Australia, everywhere I go, when I put the term gold, even show something that's a universal symbol. Well, people know exactly what I'm talking about. They may not know that with lotions or potions. They may not know that with grape juices. They may not know that, with athletic wear and and all those kind of things. They may not know that, but they know gold is money. And that's very, very interesting. So we're very excited about it. We keep seeing growth every day. Mine and Dynasty Amir's business grows every day. And so, take me for example. I have two accounts. I'm a VIP in my personal account, and I'm a VIP in my business account because the Carrot Bar allows you to keep two accounts. I start out with one person. Now, the one person I sponsored, I since sponsored between the two accounts. 121 people said yes to me. Okay, out of that 21 people that said yes to me, the last time I checked this morning, I believe that my business is 5,414, but I only brought 121 people in. And you know what? As I've been talking on this video, mine and Dynasty's business is still going astray. He's not too far from 1,000 affiliates, himself, and he'll hit it by the end of the year easily. He'll exceed that easily, And yeah, he sponsored about 200 something people said yes to them. But where did all the rest of these other people come from? See, this is what we want you to understand. This may not be for you, and I'm going to sit up there and say this to you. If this is not for you, great, but could you not deny it to someone who you possibly know that possibly need an opportunity like this? If you and your household is cool, great, awesome, man. But why don't you just go ahead and give them this link, and just and give that family an opportunity to have some of the peace of financial mind that you have created for yours, so that's all we're saying. All it is just an opportunity. It's worked very, very well for me for 5 years. Worked very, very well for Dynasty, going on 4 years, and it will work very well for you also.
Let's see what else you have to chat. Can you explain the bronze
package? Sir, can you repeat your question?
Can you explain the bronze package?
Oh, sure. Okay, the bronze package. The bronze package. It is going to come with some gold. It's one of the business package. That's the one I started out with. Very good package. That's one Dynasty started out with. Very, very good package. And it costs about 150 euros. Well, if you do the exchange rate from euro to American dollars, that's going to be like a little 180. That's going to come with some gold. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys. Sometimes the cryptocurrency you get that comes with the package are worth more than what the package you pay for it. We literally have people making money by spending money in this. You buy a bronze package, the cryptocurrency is going to be worth more than what you paid for it. You're actually going to make money by acquiring that. Definitely with the silver, definitely with the gold, and definitely with the VIP. And so as a bronze, you now got what I call a chip in the game. Okay, now that you go ahead and you start talking to people, you find a cat like Dynasty and I who can put several thousand people in your organization with one person. Yeah, we decided we're going to get a VIP package just because you introduced this and said something to us and we came part of your team. Boom, Carrot Bars pays you 300 euros in your account. It gets uploaded on your MasterCard that you got to order. Plus, you're going to get 100 units for the package. And then all you got to do is get 25 units on the other side, and then you're going to get a dual team payout of 40 euros with that, plus other bonuses, stuff like that. So the bronze is an incredible package. All of them incredible package. Now, I want to make this emphatically clear. You don't need a package to make money in Carrot Bars. Let me explain that. You can, depending on the volume of your group, you can also get what's called a unilevel monthly payout bonus. That's paid out every first of the month, depending on the production moved in your team. You don't need to go ahead and get a business package to call me and work with you. I don't care if you have a package or not. Some people are at different stages, at different stages as far as in their lives and their financial lives. I'll work with you anyway. I'll still show you how to rock and roll and set this thing up, and how to profit for you and your family. And as the means go well, the means get improved, by the package. I literally started Dynasty bronze, silver, gold, VIP personal. Then I got a bronze in my business account, and then upgrade to VIP. It took me some time to do that. I wasn't in the stage, but you're gonna meet people. I promise you, it's gonna make such sense to them. They're gonna say, you know what? I'll put $50,000 in that, and you just got paid 5,000 euros just because they decided to do that. I mean, it just happens that simple, and it's happening every day because people are seeing what the financial markets are doing. They want to park their money somewhere, that they feel it's going to be much more solid. So this is why we're seeing the exponential growth of what we're seeing now.
Hmm. Sure. What we'll do, Fitzgerald, we'll go ahead and close out. Before we do, once again, my affiliate link, my Carrot Bars affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I'm going to put you in contact with Fitzgerald, and we're going to get you up and running. Also, the link will be in the description, and it's also on the screen. Brother Fitzgerald, go ahead and close out.
Well, hey, I like to appreciate everyone for taking time to listen. Hopefully we can articulate a little better in the future. Dinaz, I think that to solve that, man, why don't we just start dropping in, directly what Carrot Bar is about when we open up the screen instead of, creating a dialogue. Maybe, but we got some people on the line like, hey, let's get to the point. I want to just kind of talk to them. But here's what we're doing when we talk to you, ladies and gentlemen. We're painting real life scenarios. That's where we lay the foundation first. We're painting stuff that you can relate to. So we present a problem, and then we present a solution with Carrot Bars. I'm trying to tell you how, what we're doing. Well, no or not, because we're trying to relate to you. That's what we're doing. We're trying to relate to you. We're trying yeah, I know that's happened to me. That's happened, to someone I know. I didn't know what you could do about it. Then we come with the solution to the problem. If we go ahead and talk the solution first, it may not have the appeal as far as what we're doing. So that's our strategy. That's how we're doing it. I absolutely welcome respectful comments on how to get better at my craft, how to present this better to you. Because you know what? If I can't present this in a way that piques your interest, or Dynas can't present this way and piques your interest, it actually hurts the organization, and I don't want to be a hindrance to that. I don't want to do that. So for those of you guys who took time to listen to us, thank you. Hopefully we have said something that strikes a chord. But the power to change these things a lot with any financial situation in your house is in Carrot Bars. Carrot Bars will erase any financial blunder you have made within 2 years you work in this easily if you decide to give it your A game easily.
With that being said, Fitzgerald Stephens, thank you so much for joining us. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, and also, once again, please subscribe. Also, make sure you go to dynastymir.com, like and share the videos. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.